Welcome to Homebrew Vehicle Sandbox, tutorial number 4. You've built a vehicle, now you're ready to bring it to life. Look at this beauty in front of you. Let's do it. Hit your I key. We're going to go to Build, New Project. We'll call this First Vehicle. And we'll jump into the builder. Now, if you've not done so, you need to watch tutorials number 3 and 2 so you understand how to navigate and use the builder. But this is going to be all about creating a quick, simple vehicle, and then how do you bring it to life? Here we go. First, I'm going to get me some adjustable pipes. I'm going to spawn one in, and I'm going to click a face, and I'm going to start welding on here. And this is going to be a simple rocket we're going to build here. Okay, got the basic structure there. Now I'm going to go ahead and get me a rocket. Let's get those good old rockets in there. You can't go wrong with rockets. I'm going to click a face, and I'm just going to hold shift down, get these all attached. Now I'm going to adjust these so they're all facing the right direction. Do that real quick. This is how quick you can build a vehicle in Homebrew Vehicle Sandbox. And obviously, the more complicated you make it, the longer it's going to take it, but you can really create some cool things. But this is going to get you going. Let's get a seat now spawned. Got to have that seat to control the vehicle. Let's find that seat. Let's see if I can... there it is, right there's that bucket seat. Let's spawn that in there. Got us a weld point. Let's go ahead and turn that around. We don't want to be looking down while a rocket's going up. Got that. I'm going to go ahead and move this over a little bit. Make sure it's center of gravity down at the bottom. See the center of gravity? The G? I'm going to make sure that's right in the middle. Boom, just like that. Now, you got to have fuel for the rocket. So let's get some fuel. Adjustable fuel tank. Spawn that in. Get the face. Let's get our weld point. And let's weld her in there right here. Should be good. I'm going to adjust that a little bit. I'm going to make a bigger fuel tank. Let's go this. We'll make it smaller. How about that? There we go. Okay, so we got that all hooked up. Fuel, rockets, and a chair. That's all we need for a simple rocket. Now, this is what's going to be new is you go to Window, hit Tuner. And this is where you're going to tune your vehicle. Each of these, basically these blocks or squares that I'm moving around, they represent parts on your vehicle. And what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to rotate the screen here so you can see this better. Here's the 3 rocket engines. Here's the bucket seat. And here's our fuel tank. If you click these and drag them, it allows you to move them around. And we actually have 4 rocket engines. There we go. Each of these are, again, a part on your vehicle. And all of them do different things. But here's a basic rule. On the left side of these boxes is always going to be your input. And on the right side is the output. So in on the left side, out on the right side. And they're color coded. And what you're going to do is just left click the pointer on this output and connect it to a same color connector. It's really clear. It says fuel. And there you go, connected. Now, if you hold shift down, you can do multiple connections. There you go. Now, if I were to click this and go to a blue like the throttle, it's not going to let you do it. So we're trying to put a fail-safe system in place that's really going to help you out in the tuner area. Okay, so now we've got fuel these. What about the throttle? That's going to be easy too. It says throttle, right? You're going to click that, hold shift, and boom. Now we've got a throttle hookup. But there's no key here assigned to activate these engines. So we're just going to click this open box right here, and it's going to bring up this menu right here. And basically, you can rename this. Let's say we'll call this Nitro, whatever you want to call it. You click button, and this is going to let you give you some options on how many keys you want to assign to this action, basically. And on this one, we're going to use hold down. We're going to hit shift, hit apply, and now I basically have this left shift assigned to basically throttle. I called it Nitro, which is going to throttle all of these engines. Now let's go ahead and we'll look back down just so you can see here. When I select this engine, there's that engine. I select this engine, there it is. I select the bucket seat, there it is. And when I do that, you can see off the right of the screen here that properties come up. And this is going to let you fine tune each of these parts and what they do. From the third person camera options to field of view, whether you can look around or not. And then also for like the jet engines in here, you can see some of these are going to have like power factor. If you wanted to make these more powerful, you could change this number here to a different number and experiment with that and get it basically tuned the way you want to. And that's what we want to give you, is the ability to make these vehicles the way you want them. And that's what this tuner is going to allow you to do. A lot of power in the way this is set up. Okay, so how do we know if this actually works? Well, that's real easy too. What we can do actually is we're going to close this. You could do it in that screen as well, but I want to show you, because it's easier to see right here, is I'm going to select on the left here the select tool, and I'm going to select the chair. And off to the right here it says take control. I'm going to take control of this chair. On the top left, I'm going to go up actually, and I'm going to lock camera so that we can't move around. I got my robot guy in there. He's ready to roll. And let's do a test here. Is this going to work? We're going to count down. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to hit shift. And boom, baby, we got us our first vehicle. And all you got to do now is go up, File, Save Project. We're going to save this, save it. Let's go actually spawn this thing. It probably will not fly too well because we have to add some other things to it, but just to show you how to connect parts and how to get it going in the tuner and bring it to life. Let's exit the builder. That's a beautiful looking car right there. We're going to come over here. We're going to pull up inventory. We're going to select first vehicle. And now we're going to spawn this. I don't even know if it's going to stand up or not. It does. And let's jump in the seat. And let's see what happens. And there we go. Your first vehicle in Homebrew Vehicle Sandbox. Not a pretty flight. But that's all you got to do, folks. Thank you for playing Homebrew Vehicle Sandbox. This was tutorial number 4. We look forward to seeing your awesome vehicles. Cheers, peace, guys. And again, thank you so much for playing our game.